Well done, you're thinking of going to the gym, or maybe you're going for a while now and you just thought, wait, am I making some mistakes that I don't know about? Well, either way, here I am to let you guys know some of the mistakes to avoid and also some little tips that will help you on your gym gain journey, my bro. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, let me give you a scenario. You're in the gym, you just got there, it's very busy because you're coming at peak hours. You need to do a bench press. It's an upper day, but none of them are free. But you see one guy, he's there doing his things, he's taking his rests, and you're just looking at him and you're waiting, and what you're doing, mate, is wasting time. So here's the first tip. Ask someone, first of all, hey, how many sets have you got left? Then, when they say, 2, 3, 4, whatever, you say, hey, would it be okay if I jumped in? And I promise you, unless they're an absolute wallad, they're gonna say, yeah, sure, bro, yeah, jump in. What this helps with are two things. One, of course, you're saving time. No one wants to be in the gym for that long. I mean, at least I don't. I've got other stuff to do. And the second reason why it's great to ask someone if you can jump in is because one, you can aid them, as in helping to spot them. But more importantly for you, selfish reason here, mate. A lot of the time when you're going to the gym by yourself, you don't have a partner to be able to spot you. I know for myself, I feel a lot more comfortable repping a higher load when I know someone's behind me to catch the bar if I fell. So having someone to spot you is gonna help you push harder and push the weight that you should be pushing because you've got that extra layer of confidence behind your back. The next point that I would say that kind of links to this is making sure that you have adequate rest. Now, a lot of the time as a beginner, you can feel a little bit intimidated if someone comes up to you and asks, hey, how many sets you got left? And maybe you got 3 sets. And so you say to them, yeah, I've got 3 sets left. But then what do? You end up rushing your sets. And when I say rushing your sets, that means not having enough time to rest. Rest time is really important. It allows your muscles to recover for the next set, especially when you're doing your top set. Let's say going back to the bench press example, having 30 seconds rest is not adequate time for you to be able to perform in your next set. And what ends up happening? You lose gains. So what I would suggest is if someone asks you, hey, how many sets have you got left? Say 3, but you can jump in, right? And again, you're gonna have that support of someone being able to spot you as well. You can ask them off the back of that, say, hey, I'm going for my top set, would you mind spotting me? Of course, they're gonna say yes because you've already given them a favor in being able to jump in anyway. And there you go, man. Very good tip. The next point I'm gonna wrap into 2. It's 1, don't ego lift, and also form over weight. Ego lifting, I understand what you mean. You can go to your boys and say, hey man, I was at the gym and I deadlifted 100 kg or whatever for 1 rep. But cool, you got your 1 rep in and now also your back is fucked. Was it really worth it? No. Making sure that you focus on your form over the weight that you're trying to lift is going to benefit you massively in the long run. You might be able to lift a certain amount of weight with incorrect form, but when you go to doing the heavier weights and you've still got this bad form, you're definitely going to be prone to injuries. What happens when you're injured? You get put off the gym and then you're not at the gym, and then what happens? You're fat again. Speaking of which, consistency, massive one. I know a lot of people will go to the gym, say, oh yeah, I did a good job, and that's it. They go once a week. Fine. If you're starting off and you haven't done exercise prior, maybe once a week doesn't sound too bad. But you can't just keep going once a week. If you want to see the gains and you want to see results, you need to make sure that you're hitting the gym multiple times a week, hitting your muscle groups multiple times a week, and you're not going to be able to do that from going once a week or going inconsistently. So just keep going. And this goes back to my point that I said in a previous video. You need to make it a necessity in your life. It's not like, oh, if I feel like going, I go. No. Bro, I'm about to go now. The sun is lovely. I do not feel like going. I'm quite tired actually. But yeah, we're still going to go. Next point, record what you lift. Write it down, okay? This is going to benefit you massively in the long run because there's nothing worse than going to the gym and you're doing, let's say you're doing bicep curls one day and you're doing, I don't know, 10 kg. And then you go the next time and all you see is 8 kg or 6 kg. So now you're doing 6 kg bicep curls. Why? When you know that you can do 10. doesn't make sense, right? So write down what you're lifting on a regular basis, and what you want to see here is improvement, right? So there are some apps that do it. Personally though, I only use the Notes app. It's just easy for me whilst I'm doing a workout, just quickly write down what I've done, how many reps, how many sets, and that's it. And then you just keep tracking it over time consistently when you're going to the gym. And now finally, my last point for you guys is not actually to do with the gym, but making sure that you are not neglecting your diet and nutrition. It's all well and good going to the gym, okay? But if you come back and you're eating McDonald's, big burgers, big fries, fast food, sweeties, and you're not caring about what you're putting in your body, the fuel that you're putting in your body to be able to go to the gym, then there's no point, bro. There's actually no point. If you're not paying attention to the nutrition, that is literally the building blocks of what's helping your muscle growth and recovery, etc., then you're not going to be able to see the results that you want at the end of the day. And cool, even if you see it on an aesthetic level, inside your guts are going to be absolutely obliterated, mate. Visceral fat. I was speaking to my boy about this the other day, talking about how a lot of these guys that you see in the industry or whatever, or they say dirty bulking, all of that shit. Cool, it might look like they've got stuff, but around their organs and their arteries, bro, clogged up. And you don't want that. So make sure you're eating your salads, make sure you're getting good, clean protein, and just being sensible in general with what you're putting in your body. All right, guys, so I hope that helped. I hope you got some takeaways here for your next gym session. Go and ask that guy, that really big, intimidating guy, if you can jump in on his set. I promise you, your confidence will go through the roof. Yeah, when he says, yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, join in. I don't know what accent that was. Yeah. All right. Take care, guys, and I'll see you another time.